Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a Flipboard-like app that is going to basically help you flip through the news. So this is the screen that I have created. On one side, you are going to see the text of the news. On the other side, the next image of the news will be displayed. And how we are going to stack these images and we use to create this effect, I'm going to show you in a while. So please stay with me. First, let's create a simple dummy data that is going to help us to load all of this content into our views. So we are going to create a simple Swift file with the name of data. Here I'm first going to create our model, which is with the name of struct news. We are going to create certain properties to it. You are going to see in a while what each property means. The first four properties correspond to the news. Hashtag also corresponds to the news, and then the profile image is basically for the person or entity that has uploaded that news. So that is shown below the news details. So this is how the struct news is going to be set. After that, I'm going to add some of the static data that is going to help us to use this struct inside our views. So you can copy any data. I have created 3 images assets inside my assets folder. So you can also create some random images. I have used the vertical or portrait mode for those images. That is going to be presented in a good way inside your device. So let's create a group of views, and here I'm going to create the first view, which is a profile view that is going to be displayed at the bottom of each news. So at the bottom of this view, I'm going to show you how the profile view is going to look like. So I have added a small screenshot of the profile view here. So we are going to add a simple circle. Over that, we are going to add the profile image, a small plus button at the bottom right. And then we are going to add a profile title and a profile caption. So let's set all of these properties using this profile view. It is very simple. We are just going to check here that if we have some data inside our profile image, then we are going to display that image. Otherwise, we are going to display a simple system name SF symbol, which is person.circle.fill. With the font property, we are going to set the size of that SF symbol. So here I'm adding a simple plus but basically button on the top right side. So this is not a clickable button, so I have added here an image. So let's align it towards bottom, trailing. So you have seen here the button is appearing, but still the view is not that clear. So I've added a background color here with white. So that makes the red button more prominent. So after that, we are going to create a VStack that is going to contain 2 of the text strings. And on the right hand side, there is going to be another button. I have created an image in place of it with 3 dots that are vertically aligned. So follow all of these steps and create this profile view with me. So here I'm going to create another view with the name of image view that is going to display the image on the top of each news. So we need to create it inside a struct because we are going to repeatedly use this view whenever we are going to create the news view. So let's first create a simple image. We are going to pick the image from our assets folder, and the name is saved inside the .image property of our news data. So after that, I'm going to add here a hashtag on the bottom left corner of this image. So here I'm setting here the background, some padding, all of the alignments. So follow all of these steps and create this view with me. Here I'm setting its alignment inside the Z stack with bottom leading, and here I'm going to add some padding so that it has some of the space from the left side and the bottom side so that the hashtag appears on the bottom left side but with some padding. Next, I'm going to create the final view, which is basically our news view. This is going to contain all of the news elements and the profile view and the image view that we have previously created. So let's create a simple news view first, and next we are going to add on it the functionality of flipping. So first create a VStack in which we are going to create the image view. After that, we are going to create another VStack in which we are going to align the title of the news, the details of the news along with the profile details, the profile view. So let's set all of the relevant properties for each of the text. On the right hand side, you can see in the preview how this view is being rendered on the screen. We are adding here the relevant paddings. Next, we are going to add here the profile view. So this is how it's going to look like. So the padding has pretty much set, but we need to add here some more padding to align all of these elements. So let's add some horizontal and vertical padding. And now we are going to set the rotation 3D effect, which is going to move this part of the view. Because we want to move the news view, so we are going to add the rotation 3D effect to our VStack that contains the text. So we are moving it on the x-axis. You can also move it along y and z-axis to see how it's being rendered on the screen. For the effect that I have shown you in the start of this video, we need to use the x-axis. We are going to add the anchor as top, which means that the top point is going to be fixed. If you want to basically flip it towards the downward motion, you can set the anchor as dot bottom. Next, we are going to add the animation for this rotation value to basically make it more smooth. But how we are going to apply that animation and rotation angle, we are going to use the gesture. So drag gesture is being used, in which we are going to use the translation value to check that how much rotation should be applied to our news title view. So here we are going to calculate the rotation angle, and we are going to multiply with -1. You are going to leave this -1 multiplication and see that how this movement is going to take place. So you are going to see here that only the text is moving, the background is not moving. So we need to add a little bit of a background to this text so that it seems like we are basically flipping the page with a background. So we are going to add here a Z stack and a color to the bottom of this text. Next, we are going to set the alignment. So now we are going to flip this, and still the issue is the same. The background is not flipping. So we need to move the rotation 3D effect to the outside Z stack. So now this is moving perfectly with the background. So this is what we wanted. Next, we are going to add here a property of as hidden, which means that when we have rotated a certain degrees, we want this view to be hidden and the previous view to be shown. In the previous view, we have already loaded the next news. So this is basically the logic of this flipping. And another step that we need to do is basically when we are flipping the text view, we are going to display the image in the place of this text so that it seems like we have text on one side of the page and image on the other side. So for that, I have added here the property and this check that if rotation angle is less than 90, fine, show this text. Otherwise, if it's basically greater than 90, which means that the page is flipped up to a point, we need to show the image on this part of the view. So we are adding here an image. We are taking the mod so that we do not go out of bounds and we load the first news when we go there. So we are taking the mod with news count, which is basically 3 in our case. So you have seen here that when we are flipping, the image is shown on the other side, but there is a problem. The image is flipped on from top to bottom. So we are going to align and make it visible just like a normal image that we are showing on the news screen. So we need to basically apply a rotation to it along the x-axis. So I played around with the degree value and with the axis. So you have seen here that now it is shown properly. Only a little bit of issue is basically with the height of the image, which is not an issue because when we have moved that much degrees, we are going to hide this view and display the previous view, which is perfectly aligned. So we are going to add here a little bit of check. So if the rotation goes less than 10, we are going to simply set it to 0 so that the rotation is not jittery. And if it goes greater than 150, we are going to hide this view. This is hidden, is not working at the moment because we have just a singular view and there is nothing behind this view. So we move to content view and we are going to basically load all of the news inside a Z stack here. Starting from the last news as a first one, because in Z stack, whenever we are going to create a new view, the new view is created on the top of the previous view. So we are going to load the last news first, and then we are going to basically move towards the downward iteration. So this is how it's going to look like. The first news will be on the top because it is going to be loaded at the end of this loop. So here you are going to see here that the image is flipping and rotating with 360 degrees. We do not want that. So we are going to add here a rotation limit to our angle. Along with that, we are also going to create here the check of is hidden, which means that if this view is hidden, we are not going to show this view. This is going to basically make the animation very smooth. So this is how we are flipping now. Whenever we reach a certain point, the current view is hidden and the previous view is shown. And we see here that the flipping is now perfectly smooth the way we wanted. So this is how you can use some of the logic and view hierarchy and these type of things to create interesting effects just like this Flipboard news app view. So this is all for this tutorial. Do not forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.